Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. So today we're going to make a corner hugger for our blue Christmas Slimline. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you are new here, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. So I am finally on the back side of this journal. I'm not sure why that's in there. But I thought that what we would do would be to make a corner hugger. I have one in here. And it is somewhere. It's right here, this corner hugger here. And so we're going to try to make another one. What I want to do is, I want to do, let's see, what is this? That's 6. Okay. What I want to do is I'm going to cut out 2 different pieces. We're going to do 4x4, which is the normal size. This one that I just showed you in here was from a piece of 4x4. And then I want to cut a 5x5 and see how big that gets and if it's too big to use on a journal. So let's get the cutter. Okay, and so we're gonna cut by 4 first. Now this is really heavy. This paper is really heavy. So we're gonna see if we can fold this without cracking. I picked this up from Hobby Lobby. I picked up this one and then a light blue one. So we're going to see. It might be too heavy. If it's too heavy, then we'll go ahead and use something else that's not as heavy. Okay, and then this one is going to be cut 5x5. I just wanted to see what it's like size-wise. So it may just be too big for our journal to be able to use it. Because, you know, it does look, it is significantly bigger than our 4x4. Isn't that paper gorgeous, though? Okay. Let's move that. Let's work on the 5x5 first. Okay, you're going to take your 5x5 or your 4x4 or whatever you're doing. And we're just going to fold this. Yeah, you guys, this is really thick. We're not going to fold it completely in half. We're going to measure our corner to corner. Yeah, I can tell this isn't going to work. And you're just going to, like, just press it. And then we're going to fold down along that crease that we did. I don't think this is going to work. You'll definitely need a bone folder for this. And then this one, we're going to do the same thing. Right there. Okay. I'm surprised that I got it folded so far. Now, when you're doing this, you don't want any glue to get here. You're not gluing these flaps, okay? What we're going to glue is this side. But the first thing we're going to do is get it folded so that it's easy when the glue is on. We don't want to make a mess. So you're going to fold at this, okay? Where these are folded, that's where we're folding this. So you're going to have something that looks like that, okay? We're going to crease that again. One good thing, though, it's not cracking. So we're not cracking our glitter. Yeah, I think this is going to be too big. But now once we fold that, we're going to take our glue and we're going to hope that Miss Thang here is going to work today. And we're going to glue, don't get it underneath. You just want to glue this. Boy, and this is the glitter stuff, so I hope that the glue holds okay. Okay. Now what we're going to do is fold it down like we've already had it folded. Make sure it's all tucked in here. Now that I got glue all over my fingers. And because this is so thick, okay, we're going to smooth some more creases down. And hope that that's going to stay. This paper is mesmerizing though. But I don't know why this is sold so thick. Because they're just the individual sheets. Super thick. Okay, so now that we got that, we're going to trim off both white parts. And when you trim, try not to cut your fold, because that is not going to be a good thing. So we're just going to go next to it, but not cutting it. You'll be able to tell by the way your scissors feel if you've gotten too close. Look at that's not even glued right there. So we're going to put some glue yeah, that side did really good. This side did not. Okay, and we can ink where you see the white. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna stay because it's so thick. Let's get a little bit more right there. Hopefully I'm not getting that where it's not supposed to be. Okay, so now you're probably thinking, well, you just sealed the whole thing up. How are you supposed to use that for anything? Well, we're going to show you that right now. So now we got our folded over edge, right? We're going to trim that. I will not be able to use a paper trimmer on this because it's way too thick. We're going to trim it very slight from one end to the other end. Okay, you want to make sure that you've cut it the whole way, all the way to the end. Okay, and this is not cut very right here. Did that help? Nope. There we go. And now we still, this is just not wanting to stay. Okay, so now we've got an open end right here. See? And that is going to be where it's going to hug our page. But you get the idea. I wanted to try a 5x5 and see if it's actually going to work on the Slimline. I can tell you right now that it would work on a regular 9x6 journal. But I don't know what it's going to be like in here. Okay, so let's go to the back side and see where we want to put it. There's a lot of room on these pages. Maybe this one or that one. Let's go with this one. Let's see if it's going to work or if it's going to be too big. Oh, looky there. Well, it kind of does. it's just not getting all the way on. But I think it'll be okay. All right, so now let's get some of our laces here and see what would look pretty on the edge of this. What about this? Oh, that would be pretty on there. Well, why is this all? There's a mess right there. I don't know what happened to that, so we'll just move it over. That would be pretty. What else do we have? We've got just this plain. I don't like this one because it's too porous. But we could just put it mostly like that. It's so thin. This lace is really thin. Okay. I don't think I'm liking that one really. What we got here? This one's pretty. This one might be too big. Yeah, a lot of that would have to hang off of that one. It's not horrible, but I think I like this one better. Okay, I've got another one of these that's pretty thin. It's not as porous though. I mean, we could even, will this one tear? Oh, this one does tear. Well, not very easy, I'd have to cut it. But we could cut it and just use the one part. Or we could use both parts like that. Ooh, this one's really pretty. Oh, this one's nearly perfect. Right? Look at how pretty that is. That one's really pretty. We've got this one with flowers. Oh, no. Definitely not that one. Okay, that's that one. We got this one. This is pretty. It's kind of like a scalloped one. That one's really pretty. Look at there. That one's, is faulty too. It's missing all the, let's get past that part so I can actually, then we got this really pretty one right here. This one I've kind of been hoarding because it's got these really pretty flowers on it. I don't think it's right for this though, because I don't know. We could make it so the flowers stay on it, right? Okay, so I like this one. Looks really like wintry and puffy, like snow would be. I think that might be the one that we go with. So, oh my goodness. This is all the lace I got from that garage sale that I went, or yard sale I went to this summer with my daughter and my son-in-law. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with this one. And we're going to glue it on first, I think. Or do I want to? Yeah, I want all three of the flowers. So what I'm going to do is get my Fabri-Tac, and then we're going to put that on first on the edge, and then we'll have to flip it over. We're going to put it on like this, but we need to scooch it like that. Okay. We're going to have to tack that petal down. Get Miss Piggy over here. Now there will be some balk there because the pearls on there. But for the most part, that's really pretty. Okay, that's gotta... Okay, so how are we gonna cut? Okay, because we want this piece off right here, but we don't want our flower cut. Okay. I'm trying to do it without cutting the flower. It's hard to tell if I'm cutting it. Okay. Man, I keep touching that and I keep pulling it up with my thumb. This one's sitting a little low. Okay. So now we're going to cut this one. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. I think that was the right choice. We're going to have to tack that down a little bit more, though, I think. Make sure it doesn't come off. That is so pretty. I don't even think I need to put anything else on there. I was thinking like we need to put a bow on there, or... But really, I don't think we need to. This might be difficult to do this side, but we're going to try. We're going to try and get it the exact same way. You know what I should have probably done is I probably should have just wrapped it, huh? I probably should have just wrapped it. That would have been the smart thing. Let's pull this off. I can use that for something else. Boy, it's still really wet. Okay, we're going to put just a little bit more glue on here. We don't need a whole lot because it's still wet. What we're going to do is we're going to wrap this around. So we're going to go like this, like we were. Okay, and then let's see if it can work being wrapped for the other side. I don't know that I like it wrapped, because I figured this piece can come here like this, curled around, and then we'll just trim this edge right here. guess I would have to glue that first. But I'm trying to get it trimmed first. Yeah, just like that. So that would be like this. And then this side, let's see, how would we put that on there? I guess we would have to do unless, okay, hold on, let's trim just a little bit off of here, because the wrapping is not going to work, and then just do this like that. Okay, and we're gonna, or I can do anything with our bottle like that. This has turned into so much more than it was supposed to be, you guys. Isn't that the way? Okay, so we're gonna glue here. We're gonna get this piece. Well, I need to glue more than just that line there. Okay. And then we're gonna just glue that part down. Like that. And then this part also needs to get glued. Okay, like that. This way then our sides are glued. I'm trying to stay in frame, you guys. I know I keep pulling it towards myself. You never know how it's going to work when you're, working with a paper like this. You can stop leaking out like that now. Please tell me to put my cap back on before I use it again. Okay, make sure we're not impeding on our, okay. Now we can go back to this piece, right? So we're not going to be having to get another one, and then that will just glue over top like that. Okay. I think those are stuck down. I almost did it. I didn't hear you guys say screw it back on. Okay, so now we're going to glue this edge right here. Okay. And we're going to try to line this up like we had it before. And we're going to let that dry before I even fuss with putting it on the page. The good thing about these corner huggers is that, when you put it on, you can use a paper clip and help hold it in place. But that is so pretty. Now, I first learned about corner huggers from Creating in the Waiting. Her name is Arlene. She is no longer doing videos, which is really sad. But to me, Arlene was the queen of Slimline journals. Like, you guys can still go over and check her channel out. I'm going to link her channel in my description, and you guys can go see all of her beautiful slimlines. And watching her is when I first discovered corner huggers. Yeah, what do you guys think? I'm thinking that is gorgeous. I just hope that our pearls don't impede too much on our journal lying flat or closing. But yeah, that is the corner hugger. I think I feel like I made this weigh about a pound, because this lace is no joke, let me tell you. It's beautiful. Yeah, that is our corner hugger. And like I said, this is bigger than normal, because the normal size would be the 4x4. I showed you that one. I folded another one. I just don't know where I put it, but I did fold up another one and decided I just used a piece of scrap paper that I had laying here, and I didn't really like it. I would have to have added a bunch of stuff to it to make it look, oh, here it is, this one. This was a piece of the Christmas paper that I used in this journal. But see, you can see the difference in size between the 4x4 and the 5x5. You definitely get more room to work with when you make it a 5x5. But this would be perfect in like a regular 9x6 journal. But it will fit in this journal, and I really wanted the sparkly paper. And okay, I think that might be okay to stick on the page. Let's do that. I was just gonna wrap it up, but let's see how it looks on our paper. And we're gonna go here. I think it was here. No, here. And we're gonna stick that on there. Just like that. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. And then you can just get a little safety pin or a little paper clip, because I used the little gold ones that I got. And you just fasten it onto the page, and then you can just tuck stuff underneath it. That's what it's for. Just like that. But yeah, that turned out really, really pretty. And I guess it's not going to be too bad. But we'll have to get other stuff on the pages first to be able to tell. But yeah, that is the corner huggers. And they're great because they're not attached, so you can put them anywhere in the journal, and you can slip anything up underneath it. And then of course, for more security, you can use a little paper clip. And so we just get, here's the little paper clip that I have, these little gold ones, and we just clip it on like that, and then it will hold your corner hugger in place. And there's a little star on the back. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. But that is all I've got for you guys today. I thank you so much for staying tuned, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.